Cancer, how are you? If you're new, how welcome. My name is Michelle, and today we're going with your reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that the energies can be inverted. And with this said, 10 of Cups, the Chariot, the 4 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands in the reverse, and overall energy, the Star. So, and at the bottom we got the 9 of Swords. So we got Aquarius energy, Cancer, obviously Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, and Libra in Aquarius energy today in today's spread. So what does it say here? So I do sense here, there's a sense of like, I want to be happy, I want to be having a family, and I know exactly what I want, but something holds you back. And I feel like that something is that it's a someone that maybe it's telling you, yeah, maybe I want that, maybe not now. Somebody that gives you mixed signals, somebody that continues to reach out to you although they claim they don't want anything to do with you. You need to cut the cord, you know. This person situation is not healthy for neither of you, specifically you, because you're holding back, for some of you Cancer, everything in your life just because you are hoping that this person wakes up one day and says, you are the one that I want. And I don't see that being the case, because it does not take people 10 business days to realize if they really could see themselves with you or not. And this person seems to be able to come and go in your life, and it's something that you should consider to stop, because they will always come back once you're moved on, because you are their safe comfort zone, and it's not a compliment. This is, you are the person they will come back to when they need a shoulder to cry on, when they need intimacy, when they need somebody to give them the attention and reassurance that only you can give them. So it's time for you to start picking up those red signs and flags and stop coloring them for him or her. When it comes to money, I feel that you are doing okay, but it seems like you are limiting yourself in the things that you could do when it comes to your financial stability. I do understand that right now we are in a very difficult position, not only in the United States but everywhere in the world. And there's a sense for you to, okay, we can recognize the problem. What are going to be the steps for us to move forward to fix said problem? And although often problems can be caused by third parties, not us, sadly and unfortunate, the fixing, it falls on us. So what is the next step to fix? What is the next step for us to fix and to better our situation? A hustle, another job, a different city. Those are answers that you need to start answering instead of just writing them down and hoping for somebody else to answer, because sadly nobody's gonna do it if it's not you. The same way with this person right now with the 7 of Wands in the reverse. There's a sense of like you're giving up all around, and it's understandable. I feel like maybe you're burnt out and you need to take a break, maybe the weekend. Today is Friday, the weekend, a little bit longer than that. It's fine, take it. But after that, as the adult that we are, right, you need to find solutions that are permanent and that does not hold you back. And sadly, it's going to be hard for us to find people that relate, because empathy, it's something that people nowadays don't have. And even when I show empathy to people throw shade at me because I have empathy. So at this point, empathy, it's something that people don't have, and that's why I'm telling you that often the solutions you seek are only gonna come from within. So you need to recognize the issue, recognize the pattern, and fix it. And if you don't respect it, nobody else is. With Aquarius energy, it says that you are a star. You are a whole star, and you need to also recognize that and see you the way the card sees you, the way the universe sees you. It shows right here you also need to work on your healing. You need to work on yourself, and also again on your healing. And your healing journey can never start and can never end if you continue with this unhealthy patterns when it comes to your relationships and who you allow to relation with you. With the Nine of Swords, I do see a lot of stress, anxiety. You're also sometimes worrying about things that haven't happened yet, and this is not being cautious. I do feel like you are already stressed, and you have been stressed for a minute, and this could be something that you have felt your whole life. And it's talking about you live on survival mode, and often you don't know how to be without stress. And this is what is causing your productivity, your growth, your extension to be exactly what it is right now. And that's why you may not experience changes, because changes, it's scary, it's unknown, but somebody got to do it. Falling comfortable in a situation that you know you shouldn't be in, that you know that you deserve better, that you know it should be different, it's not gonna make it easier. It's gonna make you feel guilty, because deep down in your subconscious you're gonna be like, oh, I knew all along what was happening. I knew all along what I deserved. I knew all along what I needed to do in any sense of the way, but I didn't do it because I was comfortable and I was afraid, and I was comfortable in my fear. Sometimes we get comfortable in our fear because we feel we cannot change that, because we feel that is all we can look for towards to. That's the new app. And you hear that? That was my phone. So it's like, wake up. So it's talking about that too. So sometimes we get comfortable in that idea and say, I'm happy. I cannot. You're not happy. You're unhappy. That's why you can't stop thinking about it. That's why you can't shake it off, because you know that this is not the life you dream of. But regardless of what is going on, yes, it is important to recognize and to point fingers, but often recognizing the issue and pointing fingers is just the first step. Then what now? And often the solutions are not going to come from other people, are going to come from you. Why? Because life is a for all of us. Trust me. Being where you are right now, you're never going to feel the sense of fulfillment. You're never going to feel the sense of home. You're never going to feel the sense of happiness, because your body, spiritually as well, is rejecting it. So how can you it's like if you were allergic, for example, to nuts. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It doesn't mean it cannot be eatable or inedible. It doesn't mean that it's horrible. It means that it's just not good for you. And no matter how many times you eat it, your body's going to still continue to reacting allergic to it. So if you're allergic to the situation, right, and you're not happy and your body's not comfortable, it don't matter how many years, how many months, how many days, how many times you got to tell yourself that you're happy, that this is where you want to be. It's not going to. It's always going to be buggy. It's always going to be bothering you, sorry. And it's always going to be bugging you like an eyelash in the corner of your eye. It does not take away the fact that you could see, but it does make you uncomfortable, right? So it's talking about, are you okay with that little lash in your eye? And if you are going to live with it, it's fine. But you cannot blame anything else but the lack of action. What happens with the money? You want a life of harmony and you want a life of abundance, but right now you are in the Seven of Pentacles, which is, it's not enough, and it feels like a waste of time. Sadly, if you want change, you gotta move. It does show here a different state, a different city that's far, or a different country. Because if you're not willing to adjust to change of apartment that's cheaper, there's a lot of adjustments that needs to be done. But if you don't do that, you're always gonna be in the Seven of Pentacles, like feeling like I don't rest, I doesn't matter what I do, I'm broke kind of energy. So those are the things. It's, you gotta change, you gotta move, you gotta plan, and not just say it, but actually make plans that are conscious and that are responsible, because you're an adult and you're responsible for everything, including you, what comes after as well, because everything comes with a consequence. But you need to make plans and follow through with them. If not, then what is the point of even making plans, right? Besides everything, you are held back in a toxic pattern, in a toxic relationship perhaps, and honestly, you're never gonna feel loved in that situation. Like I said before, if they don't love you, you're never gonna feel loved. If they don't treat you good, then you're never gonna feel like you're treated good. If they don't listen, you're never gonna feel heard. And if they are not kind to you, you will never feel kindness from this person towards you. The same way they cannot change you and change what you want, although you could just not talk about it, does not mean that you're not wanting it. It's the same way for them. So it's clearly there's no synergy here. And if the communication and the awareness is not enough, what are you doing? And either or adjust to it, or you know what I gotta do. You know what you gotta do. If you're single, you are connecting with weird vibes and you're attaching yourself to those weird vibes. Now, I do see somebody here that you may connect with and they don't want a relationship. They want friends with benefits. And take away the friend part very lightly, because it's more about like once in a while, and they don't text, they don't ask you, they don't answer your phones. They call it friends with benefits to make you feel better about yourself, but they don't want friends, they just want benefits. So if that's what they want, but you want more, that's never gonna be a thing for them. And I know you see movies that changes. It's called the movie for a reason. It's a script. This is real life. And when somebody wants more with you, they don't have to do a test. They just do it because they don't want nobody else to have it. If they have the opportunity and they don't seal the deal with asking you out, if they have never asked you out, you're not anything for them. You're not a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Okay? Keep that in your head. So if they don't seal the deal, it's because they don't care if somebody else takes you away, because for them, you're just benefits. So either or adjust to the situation or do better. But I do see, like, often you put yourself in this position and then you feel betrayed. And sadly, as much as I do understand, this is a pattern that you need to recognize, and you have been here before, but you think this is different because it's how you keep yourself in this comfort zone. So wake up. And if you are in a relationship, it's toxic and it's a never-ending loop. Go to therapy, or you know what to do. But new and improve and happiness, it is always possible. You always had it in your cards. You always have it in your cards. But we're still talking about the same situation now. You go often with the person that reads the cards, that says that they love you, that they care for you, that they're going to change. How has that been for you? How's that worked for you so far? Okay. This is real tarot. And this is what they're saying. They're pointing out you make decisions. We're not judging you. We're just telling you what's good. And people be like, you're mean. It's fine. Never been wrong. If I cannot tell you what it needs to be done, what is the point of telling you that I read the cards? And trust me, if you do a personal reading, I can look into it more. these are the oracles. Let's see what it says. We got intuition, transcendence, alignment, consciousness, discipline, trust. Let me give you some spiritual numbers and just pick the one that you feel more drawn to, and just take a look at the spiritual meaning of such number that you choose. Number 8, 1, 29, 2, 30, or 31. Well, babes, this is the end of the reading. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, oh well, I apologize, but it's still gonna be here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More info for personal readings are gonna be in the description box below, and the link also bio here or Instagram. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter as well, Instagram, as I said before. I also have a Spotify podcast that I yet need to make new episodes. I've just been very tired, but you know, I talk about spiritual topics in English and Spanish. But either way, thank you so very much, you guys. Have an amazing day and blessings.